Well, you probably saw the announcement that the next Minecraft Live is going to be in just a little bit over a month. October 16th, we are having Minecraft Live and we are going to learn a few more things, especially what is Minecraft 1.19 going to be. And if you watch the trailer, and I will put the link to the trailer down into the description, in this trailer you are going to see a lot of Endermen. And already before the trailer, I had the feeling that we may gonna see an end update. I was like, let's say 60% sure. But after this trailer, I think it's about an 80% chance that we are going to see an end update. But there may also be some other things that are coming. I mean, if you look through social media online, you're also going to hear a lot about maybe a new boss, what totally makes sense. But I don't have a lot of ideas around the new boss, especially since I think the Warden is going to come now in 1.18. I'm not that sure if there actually is going to be another boss added. But an end update is very possible. And I would just like to take this video here to talk a little bit about what I think an end update should bring and why I would like to see those things. Now, you probably already looked in the background or you looked into my toolbar and you saw that I have some things there that are not really vanilla Minecraft. Because for this video here, I thought let's go into the slightly vanilla flavored mod pack that I think did a pretty good job integrating a lot of my ideas for a end update. Well, first, let's talk about biomes. We saw what Mojang did in the Nether, and I think that is something that absolutely also needs to happen in the end. Because right now, if you look around, the end is just the lonely islands, the a little bit bigger islands, and then a lot of the chorus forest or chorus plains, or however you want to call this biome here. But beside that, there isn't much else. I mean, you have your endstone, you have your chorus, and that pretty much is everything that you can have here, because even the end cities is just created out of those stones here. But I would like to see the end being created in something like the Nether, that you actually could, and I personally think Mojang should, integrate the game mode where you can start in the Nether and complete the game, but you also can start in the end and complete the game. So what are biomes that I would like to see? I for sure would like to see some wood types. And I think I would like to see two different biomes like we have in the Nether, with two different types of wood. And the two wood types that I would like to see added will be white wood and a gray wood. I think if you're a builder, you probably ran into the issues that you needed a lighter wood type, lighter than birch, something in the white, but there is just not any options. But white will be a very versatile block because you can match it with so many other colors. But yet we have so many shades of brown and red in the wood that I think it is time to add something white. The second wood type that I would like to see added is a gray wood type. While we have acacia wood that, if you don't strip the log, is a very nice gray color, as soon as you strip it, or if you go into the planks, it is just being taken over by the red hue. Because gray is again the same issue as what we have with white. We don't have any fences, because all of our grays are again in the stone variant. And then I would like to see a biome that has more height variation. Don't have any mountains, or we don't have any islands that are higher. And that also will be a good place to integrate some ores, because as of right now, there is no way you can get coal. There is no way you can cook food. You cannot make a furnace, because a lot of the essential ores, or a lot of the essential items, are missing in the end right now. So yeah, I would like to see something like Blackstone that we have in the nether that gives us the option to make a furnace, that gives us the option to make stone tools. And of course, I also would like to see a way to use this furnace, because coal again is something that doesn't exist in the end. Now, of course, if you add wood, then you could make charcoal, so that wouldn't be an issue. And then my last thing on my wish list in the biome section would be more connected island, larger landmass that makes it easier to travel on land without bridging over the void. And there is a reason for that, as you will see when we start talking about mobs. Next, let's talk about structures, and it's very matching that I just walked into a end ship that doesn't fly anymore. Well, where do the end ships come from? Where do the end ships go to? Where do they get the elytra from? I think there are a lot of questions that could have some very interesting answers. Could there be a place where the end ship goes and there are phantom spawners or something and the elytras are being manufactured? Then who is flying the end ship? Because the only mob that you see in the end cities is the shulker. And the shulker doesn't strike me as a mob that needs an end ship. Also, why is the end ship always in the end city? Why do we never see them traveling? Why do we never see them somewhere out over the void or over an island? Why are they always at the end city? Then I also think that the end cities should be updated. And now we're already starting to talk about the mobs. I think there should be two different types of end cities. There should be the abandoned end city. The abandoned end city is pretty much what we have right now, where nothing is there except a few shulkers. But I think we also should have end cities where there is some life. And I would like to see an end trading mob. So we have trading, of course, in the overworld, and we have trading in the nether. And if we would add trading to the end, it again has to be something special, something different. You cannot just have the same trading system as what we have in the overworld or in the nether. And I would like to see a trading system where you trade not for material, where you trade for, let's just say, a service. A place where you can trade status effects. And considering that there are not that many status effects, I probably would say that each trader just has one single thing that they trade with you. Then what other mobs would I like to see? Well, I would like to see a mob that gives us a different food source than chorus fruit. Because chorus fruit is not a really good or sustainable diet. And I would like to see something that would give a steak. And another mob idea would be the void lurker or the void sweeper. So pretty much when you are going to start to bridge out, like I would do here. So that pretty much would be a mob that would hang in areas like here or maybe here, so that when you go close to the edge, would come up and it would try to grab you and tear you down into the void. So that would make it more challenging to bridge. It probably would encourage you more to pearl over to a different side so that you can stay away from the edges. Or it encourages you to take the longer way around and instead of bridging over the void, trying to stay on land and do more land travel. But I have to say, in general, I really like that the end dimension is a very peaceful dimension as long as you stay peaceful. And since we're already talking about travel, and that will be my last point, is maybe it is time to add a new enchantment or new ability. And that would be the Void Walker. Now, I think that is an enchantment that you should only get as a mob drop. So if you find a mob that wears a pair of boots that has that enchantment on, that, in my opinion, should be the only way to get it. And since this one is an enchantment that just applies to the end, I don't think that an overworld trader should be able to trade that with you. Now, what does this enchantment on your boots do? Well, the name kinda says it. It is a Void Walker. So that means that you can walk in a void. Now, how would that look like, walking in a void? So that pretty much means if you are on a block and there is nothing underneath except the void. So this block here, for example, would not be void underneath, but this block here would be. So that just means that I could walk out here. And if I walk in a void, if you jump, you would go up a level, but there is no way for you to get back down. And as soon as you walk over a little island or over a big island, so pretty much as soon as you have again a block underneath, you immediately start falling. Also, if you stand still in the void, then you also would start falling. So that pretty much would be like if you stand on drip leaf. If you're standing there for a short amount of time, that is fine. But if you would stand there for a long time, you would fall and there would be no way to catch yourself again. And I also think that those boots would take a very big hit on durability. So pretty much what we have on Elytras right now, that as soon as you fly, you take durability hit. But that would give you a different means of travel as well. So that you can navigate over land, you can bridge, or if you're lucky enough to find the enchantment, you can even walk through the void for a certain amount of time. So those are my things that I wish would be changed in a possible 1.19 end update. Now, of course, there would be many more ideas, but those few would be my main one. So please go ahead and go down into the comments and tell me what you think. What is the 1.19 update? And tell me what you would like to see if the 1.19 update would be an end update. Thank you very much for watching. I hope I see you at the next video.